Hello and welcome to the Rambling Hour, where today we will be playing an utterly zen game called Cloud Gardens.
Are we gonna ruin this by talking politics or some shit?
Maybe, I don't know. You decide, I just play.
Oh really? I have to decide. This
I
is
guess.
a two-person thing, you know.
Hey, look. Fancy playing cards. If only playing cards could look like this in real life, huh?
Technically they can if you make them a bit thicker.
And if you make holograms, maybe. But yeah,
Holograms don't really achieve it.
no. Man, back in the 90s those things were super popular. Like,
I
give
remember-
holograms to the kids.
I remember having like it's set, but I think it was like from a specific artist, but I don't remember the name of this artist. I'm very sorry. And it was like all cutouts, where you
Yeah.
had like cut out like people and furniture and shit, and you could like build an entire scene with it, and it included like little how should I put it, raised bits to make it look more 3D. And the more in the foreground it was, the more the thing appeared in the set, and the more that you had to cut it out.
Okay. So yeah, this is a game all about just making little dioramas that you grow plants on.
I'm bored already.
Really?
No, I'm joking. I would probably enjoy this, but this is also very good rambling material, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's something on the back.
Yeah. Another plant.
Why do the plants look like tumors?
Yeah. I'm gonna cite limited graphical style. Like, it's a small game. So, here's the funny thing, you have to make them grow by throwing junk near them.
That's not how nature works. This game is going to encourage more climate change issues.
I think it's...
The world is gonna get destroyed because of cloud gardens.
Honestly, I think it's more of a, hey, yeah, let's make like a post-apocalypse and then plant flowers on there.
We
kind of
really
thing.
ruined our planet, didn't we? I think you picked the wrong game for an existential day of mine.
Maybe I did.
Well, that's clearly
Oh.
the only spot to put it. Well, somehow you fucked that up.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, you get them back.
Yeah, does it keep growing then?
Yeah, see?
Can you put the can, like, somewhere on top? Yeah, for example. Well, it somewhat did what I wanted it to do.
Yeah. There's a couple of levels where you get, like, to put around cars and such. That's pretty fun.
Ooh, are we gonna make it in the time we have?
Possible. Possible. It depends. This is not really a hard game. Okay.
What?
I wasn't quite sure what I had to do next, but I hadn't seen yet that they had given me this.
Ta-da!
There we go.
This is not how the apocalypse works, people. What?
Yeah, so eventually plants will give you seeds again. And if you have a few, then you can plant a new seed. Like, hold on.
Okay.
It's almost full now, so probably one more.
Boo. No.
No, two more.
Two more?
Ah, crap, I destroyed that. And
Don't destroy your plant, you dummy.
there we go. So now we have an extra seed that we can
Okay.
put somewhere.
I can make these dioramas in Blender. I don't need a game for this.
Yeah, but you know, in Blender you don't have the soothing music and the birds.
Oh, just find some psychedelic music. You'll be fine.
So now we have another. Let's put it up here.
Ooh, shiny. Yeah, I do think you took the wrong game for an existential day of mine. I can't stop thinking about how much fucking pollution we're causing collectively.
Oh.
It's kind of the frustrating thing, even when you're like sort of aware of your impact, you don't have a lot of choices sometimes.
Yeah, our major issue is not that we like are living a very dirty lifestyle, because the people who know us can attest to it. We live relatively minimal. Like, our main consumption is electricity.
It's gonna be computers.
It's gonna be...
And the problem with that is our government is the only one who can change where our electricity comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, the other thing that causes a lot of pollution in our case is like, sure, we like eat a lot of veggies, but for some reasons half the stores have decided that
our veggies need to be packed in
plastic,
yeah.
Constantly. I'm like, just give me the veggies as is.
Like
Maybe we should just see if maybe the vegetable farmers are more accessible.
Yeah, but with COVID, I think that's already a lot harder for now.
This one's very aggressive.
Yeah, because it's under a growth lamp.
Wait, what?
So it's just doing that to show you that, oh yeah, you got a new plant.
You got more bulbs on top.
Yeah, but we're going off to the next level.
Wait, no, I want to stare at this one growing for a bit longer. At least I'm assuming it's gonna keep growing for a bit longer.
I think it's done now.
Okay, throw another seed under the ground.
Okay.
Entertain me!
Here you go, sweetie.
Yes.
Yeah, like yesterday I went to the shop and I bought a cauliflower, and now cauliflowers are big and bulky and kind of easy to just grab, but this shop, oh no, this shop has them wrapped in plastic foil, which...
Maybe... I don't feel particularly empowered to do this, but maybe we should just like make mild complaints in this direction.
Maybe.
Like, ask the people at the cashiers.
Oh, they have no power?
No. Ask if they know where we can do that. Not tell them to change it.
You obviously don't go shopping much, because those people do not have time for your inquiries.
Well, sometimes it's not busy, and that's like the perfect time to maybe ask.
Very rarely, to be honest.
I've had quiet moments.
Yeah.
Which makes it impossible for me to believe that you haven't had quiet moments, because you go to the shop twice as often as me, if not more.
Probably more, even. But, yeah.
Like, asking isn't a big deal, right?
I usually go when, you know, it's a little more rush hour-y, like, or just out of the rush hour. So yeah. Your mileage may vary.
Like, these stores already have the power to tell production companies to not use real eggs and milk.
Do they?
Yeah, they have that power. We want to sell your product cheaper. Please use less good stuff.
Oh no, the tire fell. Oh, well.
Doesn't matter.
Nah, you get fallen stuff back. Okay, we have.
So there is a kill plane somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Oh
boss.
look, the light went on.
Yeah, you should have clearly put it there.
Can't really.
How so not?
It's not a lot of space there to grow.
Well, it can grow on the car. I'm gonna probably spend the evening playing this thing.
Yeah?
Or I'm just gonna play more SMT1. You wanna hear more of the adventures of Dave, Robert, and main character?
Go ahead.
Robert has decided he wanted to be fused with a demon.
That's usually a very bad decision to make.
Yeah, I agree, but it was helpful. Because we got our asses handed to us like 5 minutes before that, and then I go do that. But then, of course, he pisses off to do his own thing, being all like, you guys are nice, but you're too nice for this world. So I'm gonna go off on my own, and if I ever see you guys alive again, that will be nice. It's like, man, you're giving me a lot of hope. So yeah, I'm curious what's gonna happen now, because apparently the main character is being mentally influenced by the female character you save from the sacrifice scene.
Yeah.
We keep hearing help in our head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to look like we're gonna pay a visit to her brain.
That sounds... Why does it sound like Mother Tree? AKA Earthbound.
I don't know, maybe Earthbound got the idea from SMT. I don't know who came first, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither.
Or who went mind diving first.
Well, it's not so much mind diving as it is like diving into people in kind of a literal and gross way.
I don't think it's gonna be that literal, but okay.
Hmm.
Because we met a person called a psycho diver. And he was responsible for the guy who kicked our ass, his power.
Oh, so that's where Tim Schafer got the idea for Psychonauts.
That would be funny. I don't think Tim Schafer plays Japanese games very often.
Honestly, you would be surprised with game designers how wide their play habits can be.
Depends on who it is, to be honest.
Yeah. There's of course always going to be the Michael Bay of game design who plays nothing but the stuff he makes himself. Or she.
Are you suggesting Michael Bay only watches his own movies and crap?
I don't see Michael Bay watching something like, say, Schindler's List. Oh, yeah, good point, good point. I don't see him watching that. I could be terribly mistaken, but come on.
Well, he kind of does foster that idea about him, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Look at how much we have been growing this.
Yeah, quite.
And it all
maybe it would also affect in the back?
Probably, actually. Let's...
You don't need to all put it up front.
Oh, hey, look, we just got permission to continue.
Oh, I would have covered up the back as well.
Yes, this game has a sandbox mode, so you can go crazy there as well. If you look at the Steam screenshots, you will see quite a lot of people who have done pretty things with this.
Okay.
Oh.
Did you place it already?
Yeah, and I did not mean to do that. Shit.
Can you make it reset?
You need to wait for a bit until the game goes like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not gonna work out. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
It tells you to redo it there.
Okay, make sure you can't land it on anything, I guess.
Like this, maybe? Oh, now my view is blocked. There we go.
We did it! We unbroke the game.
Yeah, it's made with that in mind. It's not the greatest solution in my opinion, but it's possible to just work around it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
What I do find bizarre is that they introduce these concepts but then don't do anything with it in the next level.
Oh, the planter is really just to showcase how a new plant grows, honey.
Really?
Yeah. Because this one grows to only give a singular fruit, but that one will immediately be enough to get a new seed.
Okay.
That's what they're showing there. And it also doesn't, like, attach itself to anything.
Boring.
Yeah, it's just a standalone plant. It's kind of a fern.
Speaking of plants, have you noticed that the city is getting more and more covered in people trying to cover their, what should I call it, the facade in plants?
Oh,
I don't even know the word for the plant at the moment. The English word, I mean.
the...
Those wall climby things. Tux 2021.
Yeah,
those wall climby things.
the climbing plants.
Yeah. That's not what they're called, man.
No. But if you say the climbing plants, people will generally know.
Now I look stupid and you're not helping me.
Sorry,
Rescue me from my own stupidity.
I honestly also don't know what it's called.
I want to say vines, but that is also not right.
Honestly, I wonder if you need, like, special permission for that.
I don't know if you need special permission if it's your front.
Well, the thing is that, you know, those plants do, they do
look,
cause
it's
damage.
A car.
Yeah, it's a car.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, it's a car.
You know,
Get excited.
Those plants do cause damage to the wall eventually.
Yeah, it's your wall.
Well.
Just look at the house of one of your friends, it's just covered in it.
Yeah, to the point that it, you know, it honestly should be removed, but they can't remove it without basically tearing down their whole wall.
Yeah, and don't they have like insect problems as well because of it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh look, the light is on.
Yep. Hey, don't destroy my plants, stupid traffic cone.
It is destroying the plants. Deal with it.
Wah.
Put it on top of the car. Is that an option?
Should be an option, yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, look, we've unlocked photo mode too.
We needed to unlock that? How lame.
I don't think we had to actually unlock it, but that, you know.
You know you can plant more seeds, right?
Yeah, but...
Plant them.
Fine.
We don't need to complete this game at one go.
But look, this one has an expanding level. Ooh.
Wait, I think I've seen you play this one.
Possible.
Things keep growing. I'm
Yep.
expecting another car. Are the birds dangerous?
No.
Or are they just visual clutter that
They're-
gets in the way of placing things?
They're just visual clutter. Well, they get out of the way when you place something close to them.
Looky, looky, it's a CD.
Yeah. You can even change. Let's take one more of these.
Put it everywhere. Also, you got 2 seats. So make it count. Actually, you got 3 seats.
Yeah. There. Let's put a trash bin there. And now we're gonna get even more.
Put them down. I want to see it. Wait, they have names. Ronstera. Pothos? Wisteria?
I think Mysteria.
Okay. Why not fill more here?
Oh, well, we'll get there eventually, I guess. Just gradually let it grow.
I'm backseat gaming already.
It's fine. Hey, look, another car.
Yeah, we needed one. I guess.
See, you can even click the birds away.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
Ooh. That came out of nowhere.
Did you know that the ancient Greeks actually wrote the name Tot as Uwu, as in the Egyptian god? That's written basically Uwu in ancient Greek.
Really?
Yep.
Put some seeds on the car.
There. Let's grab one more of these. I like these because they're colorful.
More colors! You have another seed, yes! Also, what's the blue bit?
Basically how much you've left of, like, you know, you just keep collecting seeds even as you're full, and then just the blue stuff keeps filling up. So every seed after the first that you take, take some of that away.
Seed.
Yeah, it probably didn't take. There we go.
Plants. More plants.
Mm.
Satisfy my insanity. Man, I wish growing plants worked like this. Then global warming wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
More seeds.
Aren't we gonna continue?
Seeds!
My wife, ladies and gentlemen, she's a little one-track minded, but I love her.
I think I need a one-track mind at the moment.
Here, look, it's so fucking full now.
Yes! It's a jungle.
Good enough?
Okay, fine.
There's nicer levels that still come.
Okay. What, can we finish this in an hour? Is that
No,
what
no,
you're saying?
no. I haven't even finished this game after, I think, 2 hours of play. Let's just plant it there. Traffic cones.
Traffic cones. The pixels are very chunky.
Yeah, it's...
So they're not entirely consistent between the environment and the plants.
No, but...
Plants are a bit thinner than the environment.
But I don't care. I find it
I do
very
care.
nicely looking.
I do care. I'm a fast plot.
Yeah, but I think it works. No touching the plant.
Yeah, the plant is being kind of stubborn, wouldn't you say?
Let's grab one of these.
White tire, black tire, another black tire.
Yeah. This is one that you just kind of keep throwing shit in until it eventually...
grows over.
Yeah. And then you just keep going. It's one of the messier levels.
The first seed is not a very nice one.
Hmm. Let's see.
Hang it on the lights. Yes! Easily pleasable, okay?
I don't mind.
I wasn't very easily pleasable as a kid, it seems.
And now you just...
Well, no, actually, for my parents I was. For anything being advertised to me, no.
Really?
It was the 90s, honey. You know what they advertised to girls?
I remember lots of pink and crying baby dolls.
Yeah, I wanted none of that shit.
Now I can completely understand that.
The pink aisle was my my enemy. I just wasn't aware of what was going on, really. All I knew was I hate the color pink and I want nothing to do with it. And Barbie is boring.
It seems so normal to you when you're that young, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a fact of life. Like, yeah, girls will be having the pink aisle with all the dolls and shit.
And I didn't want it. I wanted the Connects. Also, you're missing some bulbs on the side.
Oh, I'll grab them. Oh yeah, indeed, you're right. Good eye. I completely missed those.
I'm a smart cookie.
Which one shall we plant again now? Now that we have enough for a few seeds.
One of the colorful ones.
One of the colorful ones. Did you have to say that like a 5-year-old?
We were talking about the subject of 5-year-olds, so...
Okay.
In a sense.
We have enough for at least, like, I think 2 more seeds?
One of the not so colorful ones. And the one that gives you 1 seed after a while.
If we have room for that one. Here, the big fern. I guess we'll have to put it here.
Yeah, then just put a bunch of junk in the corner. It will work. I believe in you.
Hold on. Yeah, this is an annoying thing. You can't rotate the camera if you're holding something. That can screw you over, actually.
Yeah?
Well, you can always just, you know, put what you're holding back.
We have enough for even more seeds.
Yeah.
Colorful, colorful.
Colorful?
And put it like on the side here. And smacking my own screen in
we
excitement.
can...
I think the thing that bothered me about Barbie dolls back in the day was they didn't feel particularly creative. Like, everything was already decided in a sense. And if you then compare that to like Playmobil or Lego, it was like, yeah, you at least have a bit of a choice.
Ah, you mean in terms of like open-ended play with it? Maybe. Maybe that's...
It's kind of like the Barbie dolls was like, okay, this is the airplane set. You have an airplane. Have fun with all the buttons.
Oh damn! I can't even click those seeds there. Well, flowers. They're just blocked off.
Oh no! Did I fuck you over?
That's okay. It's okay.
Did I do a boo boo?
It's okay, honey. Look, we're getting much more junk still.
Hell, I even found the stuff that I essentially inherited from my brothers more interesting. And that's the reason why I was aware of Masters of the Universe, aka He-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was not a thing when we were growing up. That was dead.
I remember that it had a revival in like the early to mid 2000s.
Which was too late for us in our to be part of our kid years.
Yeah, I didn't watch the cartoon that they broadcasted then all that much.
I did watch a lot of cartoons still at the time.
Oh yeah, certainly.
I didn't watch the He-Man stuff.
I think they also didn't broadcast it all that much.
No, I mostly remember Dragon Ball and Pokemon, to be honest. And a bit of Digimon. It seemed like every channel had their own like big kid show.
I know that, you know, one channel in particular was like broadcasting almost everything.
No.
Well, there were two channels. One that was broadcasting, I remember that, was broadcasting Digimon and Dragon Ball Z. Those
are two separate channels.
I have like...
They were both commercial channels, yes. But they were two separate channels in my memory.
No. Because I full on have like, or had at least, a recorded VHS tape. Yeah, VHS tape, people. Of like a...
Back in my day, we had these technologies!
Of a 1 hour TV block that like a friend of my grandmother recorded for me. And that was both Digimon and Dragon Ball.
That's amazing, because I remember those being on two different channels.
No, those
and they usually were channel exclusive.
Well...
Was it original Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Z. I don't think original Dragon Ball was broadcast
I don't
much
think
in our country.
I don't think it's very likely it got broadcasted here for the very simple reason, too much underwear comedy.
Also, it was just a really old show at that point.
Yeah. But just, I think that was... If I can believe the people who predate our generation, it was like usually broadcasted on the French channels.
Yeah, here's the thing. The French channel was generally pretty anime... French broadcast was pretty anime friendly, whereas indeed the Belgian broadcasts weren't all that interested in it. So it wasn't even French from like Belgium, but French from France.
We've watched French channels. From France, not even from the local ones.
And that honestly continued even in the mid 2000s, because I remember my ex, who was from French Belgium, she could watch stuff like One Piece and such, which never got broadcasted on Dutch TV, as far as I'm aware.
I think it's a good thing that it never got broadcasted on Dutch TV, because Dutch TV very much liked buying from 4Kids.
Yes.
Because we also had the bizarre translation of "these are donuts" or whatever on the Japanese rice burgers things. They're not burgers, but
rice balls.
Yeah, I call them rice burgers for some reason.
They're rice balls.
Yeah.
No need to make it harder on yourself.
Well, my brain remembers it as such, so deal with it. Because they also called it donuts, and I very clearly remember being like,
That's not a donut!
That's not... What are you...
Go home, Brock. You're drunk.
Brock was a massive sleazebag, let's be honest.
He was.
At the time, I hated both Brock and Johnny Bravo, and a character archetype-wise, they're kind of similar.
They are, though. Though the writers were a lot more kind to Brock than they were to Johnny Bravo.
Although Johnny Bravo, writing-wise, occasionally got very clever.
Yeah.
My absolute favorite...
No, my plant! No!
My absolute favorite episode with Johnny Bravo was an episode where one guy was like giving him an advice of how to attract women, between quotation marks, correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And he's all like, oh, you have to be sensitive and you have to listen to them. All good advice.
Mm-hmm.
But he then capstones it with, well, you can just fake it. And the women happen to hear that, and they just string him up like they're gonna burn him on a stake or something. And you're just like, you know what? Between Johnny Bravo constantly getting an uppercut from the women and then effectively lying to them, I think I prefer the Johnny Bravo approach, where he's just too much in love with himself to realize that he's doing it wrong.
Clearly, you've never received an uppercut. That shit stings.
Yeah, but I don't want to be burned at a stake either, okay?
Yeah, fair trade-off.
It is kind of the thing that as I got older, that I do like about Johnny Bravo. It was very much about, at least love yourself. At minimum, love yourself.
And make sure that you have a mom that loves you.
Oh yes, his mom loved him. But yeah, as a kid, I didn't get it, of course.
Yeah.
And I think that very early on clued me in on cartoons are for adults too.
Maybe. I don't think Johnny Bravo would be a prime example of cartoons are for adults too.
No, but adults can at least understand some things better than the kids would.
My dad, though, if, you know, we mostly saw cartoons when we were with our grandmother.
Because she had the channel.
Because she had the channel. And so if...
The channel.
Cartoon Network, baby! And then if we went over there and Cartoon Network was up, then occasionally he would watch, and I remember him really enjoying the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy.
What's not to like about that?
Indeed, it's a pretty good show.
I think you're getting into trouble.
Nah.
Put more seats to help out. You have a whole bunch of them ready.
Yeah, true. I kind of didn't pay attention to the seeds anymore.
Just put shit down.
Yeah, you do get kind of in a mode where you just throw junk around and don't really pay attention. Oh, there we go. Well, how do you like our little jungle here?
I like it. It's pretty.
Told you this game gets very pretty.
I am still picky about the pixel sizes, though.
You'll learn to get over that. Oh yeah, this one. This is a fun one.
Is it?
Yeah, just for the props that they give you.
How so?
You'll see. This is also a growing level.
Growing level?
Yeah, so when this one is over, the level will grow.
Okay. Does it make extra music or something?
No.
It's like a party is going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little end of the world party.
Let's celebrate the end of the world.
So we place that and...
Weehoo!
Yes!
Treats. Hey, there's half a car there.
It's a trailer, yeah. Let's see, where are we gonna place this?
Somewhere over the rainbow. From what is that?
Somewhere over the rainbow. It's just a song.
I could have sworn it might have been like the Care Bears or something.
It might have been used there, but it's a lot older than that. Yeah, there's like even this story that the song was originally recorded by this Hawaiian guy who, you know, woke up in the middle of the night and had the song in his head and was like, I need to record this.
Colorful one on the trailer.
Yeah. And he called up the nearest recording studio, mind you, middle of the night. Yeah. And, you know, he was just begging them to let him record it. And he was so polite that the owner said that, yes, come on, I can't say no to that. I don't know if the story is true, but it's a story I heard.
Oh, honey, you missed something.
Yeah?
Turn around.
Oh, yeah.
This is why you have me. Also put more of the other one.
Yeah. The colorful one?
Yes!
On the trailer again?
Yes! Very easy to please, honey. Well, these days.
Hey,
I guess I was just a picky player when I was a kid. I did have Barbie dolls, but all I did with them was undress them and nothing else.
Yeah, see, I remember doing kind of the same with Action Man dolls. I recently, a friend of mine has gotten a baby.
Yeah.
Well, the kid is now, I think, going to be 1 year old in like a few months.
Okay.
And I did see her use a term when she showed some toys that she'd bought for him, just some wooden blocks in like city house.
More stuff.
Yeah, in like city house shapes, and she talked about open-ended toys, and I think that might really be the thing that we're complaining about. The toys we were having were not open-ended at all.
Well, I wouldn't say all of the toys were that, but there's just some toys that were very aggressively marketed that just don't have it.
And they had like they had one mode of play, basically. Let's put another one of those big ones somewhere. How about here?
I guess even back then I just needed a certain amount of creativity in my life. Hell, there was even a thing my mom had. I don't know where she got it or how it got into our house, but it was essentially a cross-stitching panel. And it included a very thick needle, so it was kind of child-safe, and I actually completed that thing.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I don't know why. The older I get, the more that just gets highlighted. I need to make a thing. Like, it's fine if it's a very targeted thing, like the Gundams behind us here.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. I have loads of fun with that too. But it needs to be a product, in a sense.
A project.
Yeah.
Not a product. It's always going to be a product if it's being sold to you.
It needs to be a project that I can get something out of.
Yeah.
And a Lego kit and the Playmobiles would do that too.
Yeah. And in my opinion, Lego and Playmobil, well, mostly Lego, Playmobil maybe a bit less, are even better at that because you can just...
More seats, more
because
seats,
you can just...
more seats, more...
Because you can just endlessly keep, you know, building and rebuilding with those. And it is funny because as a kid I was not the most creative with Lego.
So you've told me.
Yeah.
You told me recently that as a kid somebody had to show you that you could do more than scratching on a paper to draw.
When I was very young, yeah. It's funny because, you know, after that I've been drawing quite a lot and was okay at it. But
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
Well, okay then. I was good at it.
Like, okay, honey, I understand if you're like sort of comparing yourself to me, but I am doing it more intensely than you.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. I gave up on doing that intensely after I got burned out on drawing, so...
Yeah, you didn't get burned out on drawing, you got bad feedback.
I got burned out on drawing, sorry.
You got a very bad teacher.
I guess.
Art teachers, please be nice to your kids. Sure, like maybe do once in a while a session where you do the between quotation marks reality check if you want to do industry stuff, but otherwise try to be nice. There's already enough misery in this world. At least let us have our creativity.
Mm.
I know that sounds overly dramatic, but come on.
Yeah, but there's something to it, because lately, you know, if I go on artists' Twitter and they're talking about teachers, then they will almost inevitably talk about, you know, teachers really push this...
The best artists I've had were not tied to regulated schools.
Yeah, but I also get, like, I see a lot of comments about, like, yeah, teachers really push the whole artist suffering kind of thing. And really just kind of, you know, always push you to... through very mean and hostile
we just
processes.
Had the year 2020, where a pandemic happened. Have we seen a particular outpouring of amazing art?
Nothing more than usual, I'd think.
So is art really misery then? You'd expect if art is really, between quotation marks, that much misery as these people like to instill in their pupils, so to speak. Oh,
That was not what I had in mind.
So if art is suffering as these people like to instill into their pupils, then why isn't there like a whole outpouring of amazing art right now? Because I have an answer to that. Because art is something that really happens out of a partial boredom and need for expression. If you are trying to get food every day, or you're in need of a job, or trying to pay for your medical bills, or somebody just died from a horrible disease that's spreading around the world, you're not gonna be thinking about making nice artwork, okay?
Yeah. You need a certain peace of mind to produce art, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it can be inspired in times of turmoil, don't get me wrong, but it's not a prerequisite.
Yeah, I know. We have Picasso's Guernica, but I feel that we have more examples of art produced in peace than art produced because of misery.
Yeah.
Because also, like, with the whole Iraq thing, oh yeah, we're gonna get great music, right? Because we had it in the 60s or something.
Yeah, now you're just gonna, like, word for word, retell Lindsay Ellis's video.
No, I'm not gonna retell it word for word. I'm just gonna point it out.
On protest music in the George Bush years. Which, yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, but it was more... A, most of the people producing it were living in relative safety. B, they weren't being harassed for producing it.
Yeah.
So all we got was American Idiot. Yay.
Hey, American Idiot was good.
Sure.
You keep telling yourself that, you angsty teen. What do you think?
And there's another seed.
Oh yeah, there is. You know, sometimes I like to keep the seeds there because they add so much color to the scene.
Well, put some seed there and more junk.
But we are done with this
level. No, we aren't. I think.
When the arrow shows there, we're done.
Okay, it didn't look done to me. Yeah! Love it! I'm here for this, baby.
Even more cars and junk! We don't have space to put them in anymore.
You can probably, like, dunk a car there and destroy half the plants.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked pretty well. You can, and then you can dunk on top of the car and dunk more junk around the car.
So, honey, what's the story behind this?
A tornado happened and everybody abandoned the place.
And had a short farewell party at the top of that concrete pillar first, it seems.
I really want us to be less reliant on concrete. Am I nuts for that?
I don't know how much of a problem concrete is, to be honest.
It's
ugly, don't get me wrong.
No, it's creating a problem of, how should I put it?
Come on, get that thing out of my way. Get that thing? Oh, okay, so the right clicking also, yeah. Works. Because this is another planter. Guess what we have now?
What?
Cactus!
Oh, it's one of those cactuses I've tried making once in 3D. I should have given it thickness at the time. I'm pretty sure modders can reach it. Because I don't know if they were actually used in game, because we never made it to the desert levels.
You're talking about not Baldur's Gate, DOS.
Yes. Those were nice cacti. I want to make cacti again. They're actually surprisingly fascinating plants.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you do a whole study on them or something?
Yeah, like some of these. These also come in like a purple-yellow variant, and those are fucking gorgeous.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. You should show them to me.
A lot of cactuses have like... Cacti. Have a habit of only blooming very occasionally.
Probably because blooming costs moisture.
Yeah.
And they need to preserve as much as possible.
So I think they only bloom like every 50 years or something in that sense.
Oh wow, really?
There's a couple of those as well.
Huh.
I think those are usually tree-shaped though. We're huge and we own the place. It's been a while, so I might be misremembering some things. I'd have to Google it again. I googled it at the time too. I had a lot of fun with that. One of the reasons I haven't continued doing plants is the lighting model in the Unreal Engine, which I have the easiest time accessing on my personal computer, is slightly different. So my usual tricks that I use in the Divinity engine don't entirely work. One of the things I do is if I make flowers, I'll have all the normals pointing away from the pivot with a script. And it doesn't seem to work too well to make the lighting look nice in the Unreal Engine, so I'm a bit stuck with that. And I should just put some effort in and research it, but at the same time it's also like, then I'm gonna be stuck doing 3D for months on end, and making a scene with that takes forever, so I'll just draw.
Yeah, that's really the problem, huh? A lot of the creative stuff that you and I want to do just takes so fucking long!
It took me a month to make the diorama for Hollow Knight.
Yeah. That one was very nice, though.
Yeah, but it took a month! For something of low detail.
Yeah.
Okay, there's an argument to be made that pixel art takes a while, but still. The detail level was kind of this.
I've been making Pokemon sprites lately, and it usually takes me a day to make an entire set for one Pokemon.
It's been taking me a week to draw a fucking interior scene.
Yeah, but you never draw interiors otherwise, so...
Yeah.
That's
Why not the colorful thingy?
Oh, yeah, too late. We've already spent a seed.
Sad! Put it to the front of the box.
Here?
Yeah. See, that works.
Keep out.
Keep out. Very important. Look at all those plants.
Yep.
But yeah, like look up purple cactuses. You'll probably find the flat ones in the purple variant. They're great.
You wanted the colorful one?
Yes!
Let's put it on the box there. We can take
You know,
one more.
I kind of wonder if like humanity essentially gets deleted from planet Earth.
Yeah.
What is gonna happen with like the plants and the animals that weren't indigenous to the places they were? Are they still going to ruin the place?
They probably will, because now we actually try to keep it in check. Basically repair the damage we've caused. And if that doesn't happen, then yeah. Then invasive
Some weird shit is going to happen on planet Earth then.
Invasive species will take over. If they themselves don't die out because of reasons.
Well, we already have trouble with that one Japanese hornet, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
I'm happy I haven't seen one of those personally. But there have been reports of it appearing more often.
Yeah, honestly, the regular European hornet is already kind of rare here in Belgium. But we saw one in France a few years ago. That shit's scary, holy shit!
And then the Japanese hornet is like 10 times larger, and you're
Not
like, ah!
10 times, but it's larger. It's larger.
It feels like 10 times okay. Put it on the boxes.
What? A seed?
Yeah. But honey, we need space to throw trash. I don't care, I want it on the boxes.
I'll be careful with putting more boxes there then.
Yeah, just put a box there so it grows on top of the box or something.
I'm not quite sure if the grow model actually works that well with
New
placing
objects.
new stuff there.
Well, if you place some concrete slabs in the area, it will probably do it now.
Let's grab a...
Or you can do the tactic we did with the car in our little tornado park.
Just destroy shit.
Well, put it on top, you will only destroy about half of what's under it. But yeah, I guess it would only work with another car, to be honest.
Yeah, you need something big.
Now, would that wooden plank thing not be big enough?
I'm not quite sure where we could put
On
it
the truck.
safely. Oh, on the truck.
Well, I don't expect it to be entirely safely.
No, it's gonna destroy this plant.
Yeah.
I think it might just be better to place it here.
Bam!
There we go. That creates a new platform for us.
To put shit on. I wonder what happens if you just keep putting stuff on like if you balance that plank thing and then put shit on it until it debalances.
Oh, it will eventually fall. And
Does
the
it
problem
come
is
back then?
with the yeah, you get everything that falls back, but the problem is that you will like, you know, this flip up will probably kill that cactus.
Great, do it. It doesn't kill the entire cactus.
Nope. There we go. Actually, it's kind of cute how it's balanced there.
Yeah. There we go.
And of course, the music that plays is this very melancholy kind of
So do you have
lo-fi
any
stuff.
more comments about childhood traumas?
Childhood traumas? Gee, I thought we were just talking about toys being so unfun.
I thought we were talking about toys being too gendered for their own good.
Look, we have garden gnomes!
Put him on the table thing.
Aye aye, Captain.
And one on the chair. And then put another chair with a garden gnome on it. Like, what's not to like about this setup? Perfect!
Ah, the level's over already.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it gonna expand?
I don't know. No, it's not.
Disappointing. Perfect spot. What is this garbage?
Just more wooden poles.
Welcome to the Wooden Pole Central. For all your wooden pole needs.
Oh wow, it even keeps standing there. Didn't expect that to happen. Keep out, there's a cactus growing here.
Well, the keep out fell over.
There we go.
That's it?
Yeah, sometimes you have really short levels that are just there to vary things up.
I don't like the short levels.
Also so they can just throw more objects at you to use in the sandbox mode.
Welcome to the washing machine emporium. Oh, and for the curious viewers, my current piece with interior included is starting to look like it's gonna be a what if SMT1 was remade today with better graphics or something.
Yeah.
Not the intention, but here we are.
Because you love Pascal the dog so much.
Pascal the dog is here.
Bow wow.
No explanation needed. Why didn't you take some...
Oh yeah, I can do that later.
Klimop.
I guess I can do that later.
What is the English word? Normally I Google it, but I don't feel like doing that right now.
Climbing vines, maybe? I don't know.
No! That can't be it! It would be retarded. English! Please! Please tell me it's not that!
Please tell me it's not this stupid thing my husband is telling me it might be.
Yeah, vines. Colorful vines. It would be perfect.
There. On this massive pile up.
Yeah. What happened here, honey, since you seem to like storytelling so much? More seeds.
Yeah. What happened here? Goodness, this is a difficult one to think up something, because yeah, what does...
A bunch of poor people piled up their broken refrigerators.
Yeah, I suppose.
Sometimes that does happen on the streets. It's pretty terrible when that happens. You're just kind of getting mad after a while.
Yeah.
There's a couple of what's the term for just throwing your trash where you're not supposed to?
Dumps?
No. We call it slagstorten.
Oh, goodness, yeah,
English is not working today.
No, it's not.
I don't even know it in French, so I'm sorry if there happens to be French-speaking people viewing this.
I think in English they just call it littering.
Okay. There's a couple of corners where people really love to litter, and I hate it. And I hate the people who do it. Put it right on top, a very colorful one. Yeah, fuck off, bird. It's ours now.
Call.
Caca! Oh, tell the viewers about the bird that sat on your lap once.
Ah!
That was hilarious.
Yeah, so we were at a couple of friends' place.
It was the board game weekend.
It was a board game weekend indeed. It was a couple of years ago. And so since it was it early spring?
I think it was early spring.
But you know, the weather was very nice, so we decided, so hey, let's go sit outside and have our game there. The first of many games. And yeah, so we did that. We had some ships. We had the board game. It was all very fun.
Now I want some chips. Why did you mention it?
I should not have mentioned it. You're worse than my stepdad in terms of wanting ships.
Yeah, it's one of my worst addictions. At least I've managed to get sick of at least one type.
Yeah. But anyway, so we're sitting there, and suddenly this jackdaw young comes fluttering down from a nearby tree, and obviously it's not the best at flying yet, because it just can't maintain height at all. So eventually it lands on our table, starts begging for food and cawing at us, and eventually it decides to just sit on my knee. Thought it was a very lovely perch. We have a couple of pictures of that. That was pretty funny.
It just did not want to leave.
Nope, it didn't leave. Apparently it stayed there for a couple of days still.
Yeah, and one of the problems with that is, like, one of the ways apparently to get a jackdaw young taken away or taken care of by its parents is grabbing it by the foot and hanging it upside down so it will call for help.
Yeah. Because
now the problem was the person where we were doing this was pregnant at the time, so they didn't want to do it.
No.
Well, they were just praying it would leave.
Honestly, it's also kind of cruel.
Yeah, it's also kind of cruel, but...
But yeah, the intention is to, you know, make the flock come and save the young.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There is an argument to be made to force nature to take care of it, you know? I know it's kind of cruel, but usually the young will be fine afterwards.
Yeah. But yeah, our friend said that after a few days it flew away, but they took care of it for a few days first, yeah.
Well, they did call bird protection if it was fine to do that. Remember, people, ask if it's fine to do the nice thing to the animal.
Yep, because it's not always as obvious as you'd think.
Like, for example, I love bats, but I would never keep one.
Yeah, but, you know, taking care of a stranded animal versus keeping one is quite a leap.
Yeah, it's just in case if it would get out of hand, I guess. So what happened here?
Clearly humans were too crazy about building 5G towers.
Oh no! It's the corona spreaders!
Yes!
I do want to note that I do not believe in that bullshit.
No,
Thank you very
neither
much.
do I. Honestly, I want to know.
I'd rather be called a sheeple for wanting to wear a mask and to help other people around me not catch the virus in case I'm carrying. Than actually infect other people.
Yeah, but honestly, I do wonder, how the hell would 5G transmit corona? I really want to know.
I don't know. These people don't know what 5G is, nor do they know what a virus is.
A virus is something that my computer catches. Yes, but actually no.
Have you ever heard of a computer virus going over to a human? Now, okay, if we made it to the cyberpunk era or whatever, maybe then. But nowadays, no.
Robocop probably fears that happening. Which, you know, I've recently been replaying Deus Ex Human Revolution, so now it's all like, oh yeah, I'm back in my cyberpunk mood.
How would you even protect people from that potentially happening?
Install firmware, install malware protection in them. Somehow.
So half of the software is trying to prevent malicious software entering your cyberware stuff.
Probably.
Okay, I'm never getting anything implanted, even if it's an option.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I already had the problem with it, like, I don't like the idea of actually cutting off limbs for anything.
Yeah, and apart from that, it's like, yeah, these things are made by and owned by private corporations. Never put something in your body that is privately owned. Like, yeah, people go like, ooh, Elon Musk is gonna put chips in our brain to make us think better. Yeah, and also probably to make sure that you only think things that are very good for him.
More colorful. More of the colorful. More colorful.
Like, don't put chips in your head that are made by Elon Musk,
I just find it so weird that Elon Musk seems to have accidentally built a cult of personality around him, where he's the second coming of Christ or something.
I don't think that was accidental, to be honest.
I don't know how intentional it was for him, to be honest. If anything, if it was malicious, not malicious, if it was intentional, I do not think it was maliciously intended. But I do not like his vibe at all.
Yeah.
Like, even with the whole...
And that was before he started calling people who were trying to save children pedophiles.
Not to mention that, like, Bill Gates seemed to be trying to turn around the view of him as well lately.
And that's not even a lately thing. He's been doing that for a while. That whole charity thing.
Then, let's say his foundation at least, because just in case somebody else is involved in it, turns around and tells the Oxford vaccine you can't, don't make it open source, just give it to this company.
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
And one of the reasons why that is a really weird thing to do is, of all the companies, I think they're all first world country based. But it is not a foregone conclusion that only first world countries can produce vaccines.
No. And there is going to be need for local production, especially since...
Like, I think, for example, Brazil, which is of course a really bad example because of Bolsonaro, but let's assume for a second Bolsonaro isn't there. Brazil can produce its own stuff, in that sense. It can produce vaccines.
Bolsonaro actually has gone, you know, mildly less incompetent after he himself caught the virus.
Are we sure?
Well, he seems to be taking...
on the top of it?
He seems to be taking more action now.
I don't really believe it, because there are regions that literally need to ask other regions for oxygen bottles. At least that's what I've read.
Yeah. I suppose. That also might just be a budgetary problem. Which, yeah, Brazil has had that for a bit longer than Corona.
And you know who we can probably blame for that? The US of A!
I thought you were going to say Bolsonaro. Both answers are correct.
Both answers are correct. I think the worst impact will have been the USA.
Probably.
And I don't think Europe has been helpful in that sense.
Yeah.
If anything, we've been passive, and to be honest, lately I do believe in a historical perspective, passively allowing the exploitation to expand and happen is just as bad as the ones doing it.
Yeah.
At least politically, because we as individuals don't have any political power in that sense.
But hey, there you go, honey. The 5G tower has been conquered by nature.
Yay. Look, it's a COVID bird.
A COVID bird. So 5G is being COVID is being spread by 5G, is being spread by birds. What else is it spread by?
Well, to be honest, apparently it comes from bats. So there's that. We as humans really should not live as expansive as we do.
Yeah. Listen to us being all kumbaya and shit.
That's not even kumbaya, because if we want to live less expansive, we probably need to live in bigger cities.
Yeah, just more concentrated.
Yeah.
All of Belgium just has to become one massive city.
That is possible. The entirety of Beijing fits in Flanders.
Yeah.
And I think the population is bigger than the entirety of Belgium.
But then we all have to go to Wallonia in order to, like, you know, see nature, and we don't want that.
Why not? Let them have it.
But honey, people will want to live with their own little gardens and such.
Start more roof gardens.
Nah, it's not the same.
It is the same.
No, you can't have a cherry tree like my parents on your roof garden. You can't.
Let's make it happen.
I mean...
Challenge accepted!
There's maybe a way to make it happen, but, like, your average roof garden does not support that.
I guess, but still. We'll have to think in that direction anyway. And not to mention, the way we design cities should be more... How should I put it? Taking more into account that there should be greenery.
Yeah. Yeah. We try, but then we also have plans of like, hey, let's change the ancient fortress here and like make a gift shop.
Jam a hole in it.
Jam a hole in it and make a gift shop out of the grass field that's right on the other side of it.
Thanks, I hate it.
And the thing is, I do understand when they go like, yeah, but you know, it's also for accessibility.
Yeah, but now you're just putting your dumb decision on the people with disabilities.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it when I hear that argument. Like, you're in a city, a lot of people care about what you do here. Excuse me, what?
We have a shed now.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, I guess this level you're supposed to like place it somewhere there, and then build all these things on there so you can place a shed on there stably. But I mucked up. Oh well.
Do we care that you mucked up? I'm very talkative today.
Yeah, we have been going for a little over an hour now.
Well, it seems like talking about childhood disappointments helped. I still hate the color pink.
But at least you're trying to be less hostile against it.
Yeah.
You even sometimes use it while drawing.
I also try to be less hostile to the feminine things. They used to be way, way worse in my case.
Yep.
I was one of those, I'm not like other girls.
Until you probably learned that, honestly, you were a very marketable demographic.
Who, me?
You know, if you're not like other girls kind of girl, yeah, that's a demographic. It's very marketable.
I do hate marketing.
Same.
If there is one thing that I've come to a conclusion to as I get older and have to interact more with commercials, and now that we have big data that's very targeted and everything, I do feel that marketing is the most sexist thing on the planet. And I don't mean that just towards women. I mean that to everyone. Towards men and women.
Somehow I am not getting power.
The only thing men care about, clearly, is getting the chicks. What? Excuse me, what?
Honestly, I'm not getting all that many ads that target that towards me, and it's not because I'm married.
Like, just the X advertisements, it's like, is that really the only thing we can achieve?
Yes!
And then also men's perfume. How is that marketed? This will make you hotter. And look, there's a chick who's completely in awe of the smell. Ah, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facebook, I have not forgotten about the meltdown you gave me. Oh, you're a woman, right? Clearly, all you care about is makeup, fashion, jewelry.
I heard the story of a woman who learned that she was pregnant because Facebook started like advertising baby products and such to her.
No. The version of that story that I've heard is that because the pregnant teenager was using the family card in a store to get some baby stuff, the family learned it from the advertisement pamphlet they were getting.
Oh yeah, that might be it. Oh, wait, huh?
I think you broke it, honey.
I think I broke it, yeah.
Game busted.
Game broke. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah. And I really want us as a society to realize that data isn't everything. But at the moment we are completely going towards the impersonal nature of data.
Because so far it's proven to work just fine.
Yeah, but it's also capitalism, okay?
Yeah, but capitalism keeps working, right? You don't have a problem with capitalism now, do you? Do you hate money? Is that the thing?
It's very blatantly, how should I put this? It's very blatantly brainwashing on a lot of levels. And I'm not okay with brainwashing. I don't care if it earns you money. I am not okay with it. I see what you're doing, guys. I see it. And I don't want to constantly be bombarded with brainwashing material. It is not making me happier. In fact, it's making me sadder. If not, it's actually making me mad.
Yeah, pretty much. Oof, that tuckered you out, it seems.
Yeah.
You needed a little rant?
Yes. Bottom line, marketing and capitalism makes me sad.
Yeah. I think it does that to a lot of people, though.
And And I'm surprised we don't try to do more against it.
I
Like, I understand that advertisement is a thing that needs to happen. But the way that it's targeted and formed and created is very, very impersonal and even treating you as a product.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? This whole targeted ads stuff with all the data going behind it is trying to make it more personable, just through algorithms.
At the end of the day, I kind of prefer like TV advertisements because then you at least get the broad thing of like, here's a car, here's some insurance, here's some jewelry bullshit, here's a fashion thing, here's some perfume, here's some random food stuff. Not, oh, we realized you're a woman, so here's something for your period, here's some jewelry, here's some makeup and some clothing, and go fuck yourself or anything else. I don't care that you're 30 plus. You don't need a car, you don't need a house, and you most definitely don't need insurance.
To be honest, I mean, TV ads are mostly just very scattershots. And
I prefer the scattershot thing.
Yeah, but on the other hand, they are so trying to just grab your attention because they know that they will have to compete with a million different kind of products.
It's also very
that they
bland
honestly,
and painful to
yeah,
watch.
that they honestly become inane. Like, how often have we not been at your
Remember
parents?
the period of time where everything was just sex stuff?
No, but how often haven't we been at your parents that the TV was on and an ad was playing and I would just turn towards the TV and be like, that was one of the most inane things I have ever seen in my entire life.
But you need to be aware of the product somehow. Wow, you destroyed a lot.
Yep.
Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
With a simple bike. That thing is growing back though. It's taken away our progress a lot though.
What a mean bike. I do not like the bike. Bike is naughty. Bike was a bad boy.
Yeah. Very bad.
Can you fit more stuff on that corner there?
Probably.
I know we're supposed to like round this off, but I don't know. I think I needed a rant 2 hour maybe.
There. I call it finished now.
Okay. Do we also call the video finished?
I think so, yeah. We've been going at it for, oh wow, an hour and 17 minutes.
Oh, we've had a couple of those.
Yeah. So,
It'll be fine.
yeah. Everything will be fine, viewers. Remember that.
Build your own island of tranquility.
Yes.
That's the best you can wish for in this world.
Yes. This game helps, though, you know. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna just plug it. Get it! It's made by a couple of people, small indie studio. Show them some love.
Cloud Garden.
Yeah.
2 words.
See you next time, viewers.
See you next time.